Welcome to the allotment on this sunny last bank holiday in May, and quite unexpectedly really, because when we got in a car today it was actually overcast, and this is probably 20 minutes later. So today's installment is just going to be a list of small things, small jobs that we have done over this bank holiday, and also not to forget to harvest, because I find that Nigel and I, are very busy with planting, trying to weed, trying to keep on top of things while still having fun. We always make sure that this doesn't become a chore, that we actually really forget to harvest. And today I'm going to clear up the bed and I take this beautifully flowering Swiss chard home, because it makes a fantastic addition to flower decorations. And I'm also going to pick up these lovely lettuces and mizunas behind me, because they started to growing like trees. So I'm going to be harvesting and giving it to friends and enjoying them myself. So I'll see you at the end of the weekend, and we might recap on some things which we have done and things which planned and never happened. So here is the brand new bed, specially done for the courgettes and a couple of squashes, I think. So as I said, straight over the ground. It wasn't horribly weedy because we had some wood lying on this for a couple of years, so they looked very pasty when I put them in, but they look like it all happened a couple of days ago, but they do look like they're recovering now and starting flowering, some of them. And a little bit further away, I just walk slowly towards that. As you can see, there are still lots of weeds around us. This bed has cucumbers in it. So again, looking very unhappy when we planted them. And probably this is actually really rich soil in here. It's all very well rotted horse manure, but previously Nigel was putting some years ago. This is where he used to put the chicken waste, so these should really shoot up quite well. And right in the corner there, some of the hollyhocks. We also have done some weeding and trying to make sure, well, something is digging in my asparagus beds, but I can't prevent that. I think we just leave with that. I could see a hole here being dug, but other than that, and also there is yesterday we checked on our potatoes, which really are not yet ready, and I will now refrain from checking on them for at least 2-3 weeks, because they are well behind, I think, with the cold weather that we had. Just looked inside here and there are just tiniest of potatoes there, so I think we're gonna pass on that and we're just gonna go to the shops and buy some. The next job on the list, I have weeded the strawberry bed, so they fairly okay now. There's a couple of things I missed, and I've got to plant a couple of spare strawberries which I kept for that reason alone, because we lost a couple. So this is the perfect time to fill in a couple of gaps. First of the broad beans starting to emerge, so give 2-3 weeks. I don't know really how long they will mature in, but I'm keeping an eye on these. I might have to wrap up my blueberries soon, because they're just losing the flowers and the fruit is starting to form again on these. All my lovely peppers have been attacked and decimated, and I'm not quite sure. It's probably a mixture of slugs and flea beetles. So as a obviously as an organic gardener, I'm going to put some make a beer traps for them, and also dust them with the talcum powder. So I hope they like this particular brand, and I hope they drink irresponsibly, and that works for us. I'm really quite heartbroken about these, because they looked so good when I planted them, and now they look like French lace. Tomatoes definitely prefer this weather. I just love irises, and they just started to pop out. There's quite a few more to come, and obviously these lovely alliums. These are my very first verbascum, growing completely from seed, so I'm as proud as punch. And behind there is lupin. I'm checking my traps from yesterday, and there is one or two very tiny slugs in there. That quick update on that Swiss chard bed. I'll show you what we've planted in that space. Here we've got some more celeriac. I really rather like celeriac, probably more than I like celery. And I also planted some Attica root parsley. It gives you root like a parsnip, but it also have parsley sort of herb on top. So I've planted 5 of those from seeds, and I hope they prove to be worthy of the effort. And I also have some self-sown dill here, and in between we're going to plant some beetroot. Our apiary beet, just to show you that the hive is just behind me, and we're getting ready to open it up. Well, the main objective of this exercise is to make sure we're very new to beekeeping, so it's April 21st when we first got the bees, so they've been with us roughly, I don't know, 6 weeks, and because they're very prolific, that's what we've been informed by the breeder, we gave them straight away additional brood box. I mean, not straight away, perhaps 3 weeks down the line, because they were filling in, they were drawing masses of comb. And as we're not expecting to harvest any honey this year, I just wanted to give them loads and loads of space. They were building lots of drone cells, and today we just want to have a look how they're doing, because we've been feeding them with Appy Mix for all these 6 weeks, and they have managed to drink about 14 kilograms of the liquid. So I'm hoping they're fairly advanced in building the comb inside, and that we find evidence of eggs and larvae in various stages, and hopefully see the queen. And I'm hoping that I find also some cupped syrup, and then I can, or just syrup, and I can stop feeding them. But before I do that, I just need to see what's going on. Excluder.
Okay.
So I've put queen excluder here. They have plenty of cupped syrup. So all these things they've been drinking, they've been cupping and preparing. And I have seen some emerging brood. So now I'm going to put a super on that. And and additional frames, so I know I'm going to see if they're going to start making their own honey. But there's plenty of food in there already. Got a few more frames here to place. So
Is that last one in properly?
no. Now, so I'm going to take the lead on this. It seems to work.
You haven't got your gloves on.
I know. And that's done. I'm absolutely happy that these bees are having loads of food, and if they want to create more comb and more honey for the winter stores, and I just want them to grow. So I've rescued the rhubarb from being overgrown, and you can see, you know, this is what I deal with on this side. There is another rhubarb here, just there, and he's also going to be rescued, but maybe not today. Today I'm going to do some harvesting.
That was a smile.
That was a smile. So Nigel is smiling because we have mizunas, lettuces, and spring onion, and also Swiss chard. And I hope you had a lovely and sunny weekend, and you really enjoyed it. And if you like our weekly installments, then I hope to see you soon again.